Hello everyone. Well, today I'm chatting to James Grace. He has been a supporter of Street Smart for many years, and that's how I got to meet him. And many of you will know that he's one of South Africa's really special musicians. He's a guitarist, and today I'm chatting to him in his home.
Both my parents are musical. My dad played guitar, and I loved it, and it became a real passion. And right from my teenage years, I just knew that I was always just wanted to play guitar, and so here we are. And it's a job that I really love. I love teaching, and I'm very fortunate to be able to teach at all levels, right from school children I work with to university students to my private adults, my private studio. You know, Skype, Zoom, platforms like that were never really designed for instruments. It quickly became apparent that they're fine for having voice meetings, but to try and communicate musical ideas over these platforms wasn't ideal. So now I go through a whole mixer, which goes then into Zoom, and also lighting as well. I mean, I had this whole little LED kind of backlight here set up, just to enable me to have a good presence and good sound in my teaching.
I understand that you did a tour of Mexico. How did that come about?
My good friend and colleague Morgan Szymanski, the Mexican guitarist. Morgan was invited by the Stellenbosch Woordfeest to come and perform here a couple of years ago, and that subsequently turned into a whole tour. We organised concerts throughout the country, with me and him, guitar duo. But Morgan is someone, because we studied together, we had the same teacher initially, we went through the same training, and it's almost like we kind of spoke the same musical language, and I really thought we had a good musical connection. And so then he subsequently organised the same thing for me in Mexico last year. Well, for us, he organised the whole tour. We played throughout Mexico. Mexican outreach work through his organisation Prisma, which takes professional musicians and guest musicians that go there into the mountains, really into the rural mountains, and playing to these kids who've never experienced these instruments before.
You say that you like to work alone, but I know that you collaborate with a number of people, and amongst them dancers.
When I went to Sasolburg for the first time in 2016 to perform at the Etienne Rousseau Theatre, I was introduced to a lady from Sasolburg, Carly Olivier, and she owns Carly Spanish Dance Productions. And we eventually constructed this show, which we call Recuerdos, Memories, and it's centered around that beautiful piece, Recuerdos de la Alhambra. And we then further collaborated with an underwater photographer, also from Salzburg. So when you shoot underwater, you get these beautiful bubbles and movement, and everything is just weightless and becomes very ethereal. And we projected these. We took videos and we projected these photos and video, onto a backdrop as we were performing. So it became a whole multimedia experience. And we took that throughout the country. We sold out Monte Cassino in Johannesburg and Peter Drurin's Theatre on the Bay here in Cape Town.
So James, it's been really such a wonderful experience chatting to you again today. I'm so happy that I had the opportunity, so thanks so much.
No, thank you. Thank you for coming to my house, and thank you for having me on your program.
Are you going to play for us?
I'll play with you.
Great.
So I'll do my recuerdos for you.